This is a period for public comment prior to closed session. This public comment time is reserved for individuals who may wish to address the governing board regarding a matter that is not on the agenda. If you wish to address the board about an item that is on the agenda, please do so when that item is called. The board respects the rights of all community members to praise, criticize, or otherwise discuss matters related to the district's business. However, we kindly ask that individuals speak in a respectful and professional manner to avoid disruption and to ensure the orderly conduct of the meeting in a manner that is consistent with the district's welcoming and professional culture. Complaints against a specific district employee should be resolved through the district's personnel complaint procedure. The right to address the board does not exempt the speaker from any potential liability for defamation. Public comment will be limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person, a limit of approximately 450 words, with a total of 30 minutes designated for this portion of the agenda. Also, should be noted in an effort to inform the public, I would also like to include a statement about the work of the school board. These meetings are the venue in which we do the public's business. These are business meetings of the board of trustees done in public. As such, we are only able to conduct business that is listed on the agenda. For this reason, we are not able to respond to comments made during the portion of this agenda. We are able to ask questions to seek clarification, but engaging in conversation about any item brought up during this time would be a conflict of the Brown Act. Be advised that administration may be in contact with you if necessary follow-up. With that being said, the first speaker is Mr. Rodriguez.
Everyone can hear me? Good evening, board members and general public. I'm Ramon Rodriguez. Just to let you know, this is a wonderful time because I've seen all the teachers and employees of the school district retiring, so I'm going to give something of a nostalgic speech. Anyways, I went to Elk Grove Elementary School back in the 90s, and I remember all the teachers. I remember Mrs. Foreman, Mrs. Wyatt, Mrs. Bergstrom, Mrs. Deborah, Ms. Valentine, Wendy Smith, everyone I know of back then. And you know what kids nowadays are missing is we have a lot of fun stuff and learning back in the 90s. I remember the cars from the LOSA art decoration that teachers used to have on the walls. I remember all the teachers, I wonder if all the teachers know about this art decoration, but I do. And back then, we have the agenda, so we can put down the homework that we have and have our parents sign every night. And also the fun stuff back in the 90s. The computer labs. Back when the internet was growing and we were curious, but we were learning. And also we played games. And I also remember the old Apple II computers with the Oregon Trail games. That's a fun time. And also the TV card when we can't even go outside during the rain. So they brought us in the TV card to watch TV on the cafeteria. Those are the good times. And also the free time and lunchtime, and also the disciplinary chart with the color, the cards. So turn the card red or green or yellow, whatever is happening, that's the way we get in trouble. And also report cards back in the day when we didn't even have A, B, C, and D and F. We have O, S, N, and U as the grade letters, and I still remember it to this day. And nowadays, the kids are missing out that we survived in the 90s because nowadays they are resorted to using AI to do schoolwork. They're just watching too much brain rot, and the kids are losing out on creativity. So I'm urging the school board members to support the teachers to make learning fun so the kids will be learning, because nowadays we're seeing learning going away and it's not going to be good for the future in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Anyone else would like to address the school board? Come forward and state your name, please.
Hello, my name is Marcus Wagner. Hear this? Hi. Some of my memories of the 90s was the bullying that happened that led to the Columbine school shooting, and we all collectively said that we weren't going to let that happen and take bullying very seriously. I can say that that's not happening right now. My daughter has been victimized since the first week of school until today. I took a day off today to pound on every door, stomp my foot, got police action involved, until finally someone listened to me. We finally, after months and months of trying to get this resolved, had the two people together, and they both said, I wish we had done this sooner. Turns out that the bully was being pushed on by somebody else. Had they taken the 10 minutes to pull them both in together, this could have been resolved. Instead, they would do countless and wasteful investigations that led to nothing other than the other children saying, I don't want to be involved with this, and then further isolate my daughter. So when I keep saying that I need help, I'm not being heard. There was no follow-up. When I would say that there's been issues, we pulled up the file, those issues were not there. They had them hidden, we can't find them, we had a no contact agreement, they couldn't pull it up after they were able to finally figure out what to do. Then today, when we were coming in to get everything resolved, they made sure to have a quick meeting to cover their tracks. And I had proof of this, to the point where one of the members actually stood up and left. When I was trying to say that, I didn't say this or I didn't say that, how did you get that information? Rather than actually explain himself, he said, this person is right, damn it, stood up and walked out. And that's how we ended the meeting. There was no resolution. They wrote a nice little email saying, apologies that we weren't able to find a resolution. We speak with this person, as if it never even happened. There's still no resolution. Basically, my daughter is saying, I'm just going to try and let bygones be bygones and try and get it over with, which we've been trying to do this entire school year. I was expecting a little bit more around this. I do see some friendly faces today that haven't taken it seriously, that may have been in the dark. But the stop at that doesn't really work. It really just continues to put a spotlight on that student so they can't get the help that they need. Again, I got desperate. We were actually looking to, jump over a grade, and that's when we finally heard we did something extraordinary. I can imagine another student has to do this who doesn't have parents who can take the day off of work, who are willing to go through those measures that I had to do today. So that's all I had to say about that.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the school board at this time?
Good afternoon, board. And I want to congratulate all the teachers today that are going to get awarded. We appreciate all of their hard work. Community does, parents do, I do. For all the time that you guys put in those classrooms with those kids. Man, I don't know if I could do your job, but great job, teachers. As a parent, board members, President Anthony Silva, Dave Laddett, Barney Gordon, Fernando Urino. I don't know if you guys are taking your jobs very serious. It's getting really serious out here, especially with our complaints. And board members, Patrick and Ramirez, you're in my district. If you want to get voted back in, I say do your job, please. Debbie Martinez, we got you on board to help us out. We the people. Patty, Mary Jackson, you've been on the board for quite some time. I haven't seen nothing on your side. Lori, I don't know what you do, girl, but help us out, man. Get us some votes. Put your guys' hand on those UCP complaints. Everything, all the evidence, all the codes that everybody is breaking and violating, including your interim superintendent, Barney Gordon, and Mr. Urino, you're very aware of a lot of the complaints, but we're bypassing them. My daughter's a senior. She was a prom queen at Pittman High School after 4 years of going through bullying, rejected, and a girls softball team. Even though you guys removed coaches, you guys ended up not giving her right, her justice, her senior year to be on the girls softball team. Instead, we have 5 freshman girls on that team. Nothing but bullying, all the way from freshman year, starting from coaching, all the way to now. Mr. Dave Laddit, I don't know how you help this situation out, but you have a prom queen, and I'm gonna hold my head up high, because she's very liked with the students and within the community. Many codes you board members are violating. It is your right to do your due diligence under the Browns Act and to serve us, the people. We are the ones that voted you guys in, not them. Do we understand that, or do I need to be here in 2 weeks and throw the codes at you guys and what your obligations are? Because we're gonna be going to grand jury, folks. This is not gonna look good. Barney, thanks for the video I requested, because half of it is missing. Luckily, somebody has me videotape where I was at my location. I don't know if we're allowed to tamper videos. I have 36 emails in my account. Guess what? Every single correspondent that came from Turlock Unified School District has been deleted. Think about that one, folks. 2 more weeks, we're gonna come in with some letters. Also, not to mention, Mr. Souza, you have an email that you were supposed to share with your board members as to my complaint.
Okay, your time is up.
I'm sure it is.
Is there anyone else who would like to address the board?
Good evening. First and foremost, thank you so much to all the teachers out there in the Turlock Unified.
Say your name, please.
Kelly Coelho. First and foremost, thank you so much to all the teachers out in Turlock Unified School District. First and foremost, I want to apologize and say that I am so sorry that you have such leadership that are not taking our students and our children seriously. It's really sad. I'm a parent and a proud advocate for the children in this district. I'm here tonight to speak not just as a mother, but as a voice for every family who has been silenced, retaliated against, or ignored by the very people entrusted to protect our students. Over the past several months, over the past month, I have filed 3 UCP complaints. 3. And I've also filed multiple investigations to be conducted into your board with the civil grand jury and other entities. Not out of anger, but out of necessity. My daughter was relentlessly bullied and harassed at multiple schools here in the Turlock Unified School District. It's really disheartening because I attended Turlock Turlock Unified as a small child. And fast forward to seeing my daughter go through this, no more. I was bullied in Turlock Unified School District years ago, and my daughter is definitely not going to be going through that here. When I addressed it with staff at multiple schools in the Turlock Unified School District, including Turlock Junior High School and Dennis Rural, my daughter was retaliated against. Records were manipulated, and instead of, I told them, do not remove something from my daughter that's not true, everything was just removed from her file. There was no action, no accountability. My daughter was also taken off the softball team. Why? I still haven't received an answer. I see the principal in the audience here, no answer. Our family has continued to be a target and bullied and harassed, and I urge the board to investigate these matters with a third party. No, your friend's not going to investigate this matter, or Barney, or Anthony, or nobody. We want a third party, and I'm demanding a full investigation into this whole board and your unethical behavior, conduct, and we will no longer tolerate this in Turlock. And I'll tell you right now, if Donald Trump comes here, you can thank me, because I've already notified him and his staff and everybody in Washington, D.C. pertaining to this, because our children will no longer be victims of bullying, harassment on my watch. Let me remind you of a case, Angel Dominguez, who was bullied and beaten, and guess what? You know why? He was bullied and beaten. Nobody wanted to listen to him. Everybody knew this was going on with this guy, and he was killed, and I was told Turlock Unified lied and told the Journal that he drowned. He didn't drown. The evidence is there. The evidence is clear night and day. He was killed.
Your time is up.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to address the board? If not, we'll recess in the closed session and return at about 6:45. Thank you.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up.
We teach our scholars to read.
Ben's treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools.
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up.
We teach our scholars to read.
Ben's treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running. We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up.
We teach our scholars to read.
Fans treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up.
We teach our scholars to read.
Fans treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up.
We teach our scholars to read.
Best treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up.
We teach our scholars to read.
Best
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
and connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up. We teach our scholars to read.
Ben's treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
and connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up. We teach our scholars to read.
Ben's treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up. We teach our scholars to read.
Ben's treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
We guide our scholars.
Can you look at my schedule for next week?
Absolutely. Let's look it up. We teach our scholars to read.
Fans treasure hunt.
Nosotros les enseñamos a leer a nuestros estudiantes en español.
¿Podemos tener una mascota?
We teach our students to calculate.
We teach our scholars to serve.
We teach our students to imagine.
We are building the next generation of leaders.
We prepare our students for the real world.
We win championships.
So do we.
We graduate college and career ready.
We are TUSD.
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 We're TUSD.
As the new interim superintendent of Turlock Unified School District, I'm excited to lead an outstanding community of educators. Together, we ensure that all students learn at high levels and have the best school experience because of the work we do every single day.
We lead with our strength.
We get kids to school safely.
We serve nutritious meals.
We keep our schools safe and clean.
We keep our schools running.
We protect our schools.
And connect with kids.
We take care of families.
We help our students learn.
We teach scholars to observe.
Report that action was taken in closed session. In closed session, the board voted on a resolution number 2024-2025-29 by a vote of 7-0. The board took final action to release a school principal at the conclusion of the 2024-2025 school year. inspiration. At this time, Mr. Ariola from the Turlock Junior High.
Good evening, board members, Superintendent Laddick, and honored guests. It is my pleasure tonight to introduce an exceptional student who represents the very best of Turlock Junior High, 8th grader Fatali Jennings. Fatali has been recognized for the character trait of self-assurance, and I can confidently say, pun intended, this recognition couldn't go to a more deserving student. Whether it is in the classroom, on the court, or leading a school rally, Fatali carries herself with purpose, energy, and a quiet but unmistakable belief in herself and those around her. She is truly a tiger who shows that pride with every stride. At TJHS, Fatali serves in many roles. She's an ASD representative who helps organize rallies and is a multi-sport athlete, volleyball, basketball, and softball, and still finds time to play competitive club volleyball with Turlock Crush. That I mentioned, she's ambidextrous, which definitely comes in handy. Thank you for that. We debated whether or not it was funny, and she said it was that meeting, but I said, I'll take it from an 8th grader. In the classroom, Fatali stands out for her responsibility, leadership, and enthusiasm. According to her English teacher, Mrs. Harlan Grant, Fatali is mature beyond her years, takes ownership of her responsibilities, and never complains. She just gets the job done. Fatali also credits Mrs. Baker for helping her build the very self-assurance we're honoring tonight. Mrs. Baker has made a lasting impact by showing Fatali that she is seen, heard, and supported. And those are her words. When asked where her confidence comes from, Fatali pointed to her Aunt Tanya, who's here tonight, saying she's someone who builds her up, believes in her, and taught her from an early age to use her words of affirmation to stay grounded and uplifted. It clearly worked. Outside of school, Fatali enjoys sports, journaling, and surprisingly described herself as boring, which honestly is probably the only thing she's ever said that I don't agree with. She has dreams of competing at the collegiate level and becoming a lawyer. She's narrowed down her college list of 5, doesn't press, but her top choice, she said LSU. And Fatali, I have a question for you. What is their mascot? A tiger, that is right. So once a tiger, always a tiger. Joining her tonight are her aunts Tanya, Uncle Damien, and her grandparents, Andy and Tase Jennings. On behalf of all of us at TJHS, thank you for raising such a remarkable young woman. Without further ado, it is my honor to introduce Fatali Jennings, an inspiring student, leader, athlete, and voice of positivity at Turlock Junior High School. Fatali, take it away.
Good evening, board members, Superintendent Laddick, student representatives, and distinguished guests. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you tonight and represent Turlock Junior High School. Self-assurance. People define it in different ways, but at its core, it means having confidence in your own abilities and your character. It's not about being perfect, and it's not about thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about knowing who you are, believing in yourself, and trusting that you can handle whatever life throws at you. But here's the thing about confidence. It doesn't just show up one day. It's not something you're born with or something you magically wake up with. Confidence is something you build. For me, that building process took time. When I was younger, I cared a lot about what other people thought of me. I let their opinions control how I saw myself. If someone said something negative about me, I'd take it to heart. I'd change the way I acted, the way I dressed, the way I spoke, just to fit in. I wasn't living for me. I was living for how others saw me. But then someone very important stepped into my life and changed everything. My mom. She told me to stop worrying so much about other people's opinions and to be myself unapologetically. She helped me realize that the only voice that truly matters in my head is my own. Whenever I was down or doubting myself, she was there to pick me up. Over time, with her support, I started to believe in myself. Not because I was perfect, but because I was enough. And once that mindset started to take root, everything began to change. At school, I became more outgoing, more energetic, more positive. I started showing up as the real me. I made it my goal to bring good energy into the room, to smile, to be kind, and to make others feel welcome. That confidence helped me make connections with classmates, teachers, and friends. When I first started at Turlock Junior High, I was nervous. A new school can be intimidating, but I told myself, just try, be yourself, and take that first step. And you know what? It worked. I started to feel more at home, more comfortable, and more confident in who I was. One of the biggest things I'm grateful for is that my teachers never tried to dim my light. They didn't shut me down when I was being myself, they supported it. That kind of encouragement makes it different. It made me feel like I belong. But confidence isn't just built in the classroom. For me, a huge part of it has come from sports, especially volleyball. When I step onto the court, I feel strong. I feel focused, and when I set a goal like perfecting a serve or making a great hit, and then finally achieve it, that's one of the best things in the world. It's proof that I'm growing, that I'm capable, and that I can rise to the challenge. Volleyball has taught me more than just athletic skills. It's taught me how to trust myself, how to work with the team, and how to bounce back from mistakes. There are days when things don't go well, when I miss the serve or the game doesn't go our way, but those are the moments when confidence matters the most. Not when you're winning, but when you're going, even when you're not. Confidence has helped me in so many areas of my life, not just in school or sports, but in how I interact with people, how I handle pressure, and how I recover from setbacks. It helps shape who I am today. I'm not afraid to speak up, to try new things, or to be proud of what I bring to the table. And so, if there's one message I hope you take away from this, it's this. Self-assurance isn't something you're given, it's something you earn. You earn it by showing up for yourself day after day. You earn it through failure, through growth, and through every small win that reminds you that you're on the right track. So whether you're just starting to build your confidence or you're already on that journey, keep going. Be kind to yourself, learn from the people who lift you up, and never let that dim the light inside of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. Ms. Looney?
Good evening TUSD Board, Board President Silva, Superintendent Laddick, and guests. Tonight I am here with Jacob Stevenson. Jacob will be leading us in the flag salute this evening, but I want to tell you a little about him. Jacob lives with his mom, dad, brother, and sister, and 2 dogs. Jacob's favorite food is spaghetti, his favorite color is yellow, and his favorite fruit is strawberries. Jacob loves Star Wars and notes that his favorite place to visit is Las Vegas, where he enjoyed walking the strip and eating at Buca de Beppo. Jacob is a part of the school's gardening club, and he has his own garden at home where he grows strawberries, cilantro, peppers, and cacti. Jacob says he's considered being a teacher or a movie director when he grows up. There are lots of teachers who would encourage you tonight. Jacob has said his favorite teacher is Mrs. King because she's helped him a lot this year. With her help and support, he was able to exit his tutorial period and have shop as his new elective. Jacob has grown tremendously in his assurance of self. In 6th grade, he was very dependent on the counselor and staff. He needed constant reassurance and encouragement. This year, he has grown so much, and although he still seeks approval at times, has really come into his own by self-advocating, asking for help, and working hard to overcome the obstacles he encounters in learning every day. With great pleasure, I present to you Jacob Stevenson.
Hello, please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready and salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jacob. Mr. President? Students would like to take a photo of the background of the building. like to thank Vitaly and Jacob for the fine job they did this evening. Yes. Ms. Carlson will deliver the police vision and mission.
Thank you, President Silva. I'll read the mission. Turlock Unified School District will deliver effective instruction in a safe, equitable, supportive environment in partnership with our families and diverse community.
Let the roll call show that all board members are present. At this time, if I can have a motion to approve the agenda.
I move to approve the agenda as presented. Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved to, seconded to approve the agenda. This is a roll call vote. Ms. Carlson?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Ms. Amy?
Aye.
Ms. Martinez?
Aye.
Ms. Ramirez?
Aye.
Mr. Shields? Aye. And Board President votes aye. The motion to approve the agenda is passed. Next, for community donations, we'd like to have recognition and acceptance of these donations. First up is Dr. Klein.
Good evening, President Silva, members of the Board of Trustees, Superintendent Maddox, family members, students. Kristen Cole and her father have been invited to attend. I don't know if they're here tonight. However, this is that ongoing cyclical process where Walmart donates pallets of bicycles to Turlock High. Our auto shop refurbishes them, and then we donate them to our students. It's just a wonderful community process, and we're so grateful for that. And so it is recommended the Board of Trustees accept the Walmart donation in the amount of $1,964.66 towards pallets of bikes to be refurbished by Turlock High Auto Mechanics and then donated to our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Klein. If I could have a motion to accept this recognition and donation.
A motion to accept the donation. I second that motion.
This is a voice vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Board President votes aye. Motion carries. Again, thank the Walmart for their fantastic donation. At this point, I have a special presentation, Mr. Ariola and Ms. Portion.
Getting my steps in. Good evening. It is a pleasure for me to introduce one of our finest educators at Turlock Junior High School, Janae Worsham, who will be delivering the staff presentation. Take it away, Janae.
Good evening, President Silva and members of the board, Superintendent Black. GDHS has been my second home for the past 27 years, so I'm very biased. I think it's a wonderful school and a great place to work. Our motto is to, there we go. Be respectful, be responsible, and be safe because our character counts every day. I'm sorry, did I push the wrong button?
There you go.
There we go.
I think it may be because of the distance, maybe. Okay. I'll try my best. I don't know what the computer is. Maybe
Augustine, I'm closer.
Okay.
Sometimes they have a ring.
Okay, Principal Ariola is always busy making sure those are followed. Our counselors are readily available to students and even us staff. Assistant Principal Vasquez, Assistant Principal Looney, and our Dean, Mr. Juarez, continue building relationships with students. Our cafeteria staff continue to serve our students wonderful breakfast and lunch. Office staff always are welcoming to students, parents, and guardians each day. The campus supervisors work very diligently to keep our students safe, along with our staff. The librarians keep the Chromebooks tuned up, and at this time of year, are restocking books for next year. Wednesdays are the PLC meeting days. We all work together to help our students achieve their goals. All students learn in various fashions. Some like PE, some like science, some like history, or even math. We are fortunate to have so many different electives for the students to choose from. Our teachers were so eager to show their students off and all their work. We had lots of things. So these are just awesome pictures. So we have tiger bucks, which can be used at the TJHS student store. These monies are only for the school spirit items and special school supplies. Tiger Vision Live, or TVL as we call it, is our student broadcast announcement system. Each day our ASB do the announcements. Beat the Bell are our rewards for being on time to classes, and they do not know when it will ring. Lunchtime is a time for so many activities, such as clubs, intramural sports, career and inspirations and interviews. Our students, our 8th grade students that wanted to purchase tickets to New York and DC went during spring break. We had 63 students that bought tickets. Go Green Week is always a huge success with tree planting and a visit from the cruising critters. So we have so many clubs that students are upset when they cannot have 2 clubs because sometimes they meet on the same day. So they're a little upset when the schedules don't align. Our peacekeepers and our peace ambassadors always offer activities for kindness and just say hello so that no one sits alone at lunch. So, here are a few numbers for you that show how awesome our school is. Thank you very much.
Ms. Worship, thank you very much for your presentation. At this time, Mr. Ureno, staff retirement recognition.
Good evening, President Silva, Board of Trustees, Interim Superintendent Laddick, District Administrators, honored guests, and family and friends. My name is Fernando Ureno. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. Good evening to all of you. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the Turlock Unified School District, I would like to extend words of gratitude to our 42 retirees who will be acknowledged this evening for their service, commitment, and dedication to the Turlock Unified School District. The individuals being recognized this evening have 1,019 years of combined service. That's a lot, yeah, that's what I thought. That puts it in perspective, doesn't it? That's an average of approximately 24 years per candidate. To our retirees, if you work directly or indirectly with scholars, every one of you have one significant attribute in common. All of you answer the call to support, mentor, develop, and educate the scholars of this community. What career path is more admirable than supporting impressionable scholars to meet their educational goals? For that, I want to acknowledge our retirees for their years of service and thank them and their loved ones for supporting them through this demanding yet rewarding endeavor. Once again, congratulations to the retirement class of 2025. May this year's retirees enjoy a lengthy and, most importantly, healthy retirement. Before we start the program, I would like to do a little bit of housekeeping. I'd like to review the procedures for acknowledging tonight's honorees. So your immediate supervisors will recognize their site and or department retirees at this podium. Honored guests will be greeted in the following order. So you'll come here in front of your presenter and you'll first shake hands with the student representatives, then board members, cabinet members, and end with President Silva there at the end by the monitor, who will be providing an engraved pen. Honored guests will then proceed back to the audience together with family and friends, and we're going to request that you please meet your principal for a photo in the back. That said, at this time, I'd like to invite Principal Abbasi to the podium from Brown School. Mr. Abbasi.
Good evening, everyone. With me today, I have Mrs. Clark, our assistant principal, and then also Mr. Cortez, our MTSS specialist. Our first retiree being honored today is Ms. Jackie Bernarczyk, who unfortunately was not able to join us today. On behalf of the entire staff at Brown Elementary School, I would like to extend our deepest congratulations and heartfelt thanks as you retire after 28 remarkable years of service with Turlock Unified School District. Your dedication and commitment have truly made a lasting impact, not only on students you work with, but also on your colleagues and the entire school community at Brown Elementary. You began your journey with us as a paraeducator, and your transition to the library tech position in 1998 allowed you to touch the lives of countless students and staff. Through the years, your kindness, patience, and empathy have been a shining example to all of us. Whether it was assisting students with learning, providing a warm, welcoming environment in the library, or going above and beyond to support your fellow students, your presence has been a source of joy and inspiration to all. Jackie, while you will be greatly missed, we are excited for the next chapter of life. May your retirement bring you relaxation, joy, and many new adventures. Next we have Mr. Edward Mann. Come on up, please. As you embark on your retirement, it is with immense gratitude and admiration that I write this letter to acknowledge your outstanding contributions to Turlock Unified School District over the past 20 years. Your journey with us began at Osborne Elementary from 2005 to 2010, and then you have been an integral part of Brown Elementary School community. Throughout your career, you have exemplified the qualities of a magnificent teacher, patience, empathy, and an unwavering care for students. Your soft-spoken nature, combined with your profound impact on their academic and social-emotional development, has left a lasting legacy. Your dedication to fostering the potential of every student and your willingness to take on various leadership roles at Brown Elementary School have been truly inspiring. You have positively impacted not only your students, but also your colleagues and new teachers you have had the privilege of working alongside. As you step into this new chapter of life, please know that your presence will be deeply missed by all of us at Brown Elementary and beyond. We are profoundly grateful for your years of service and the positive impact you have had on our community. Thank you, Mr. Mann, for everything you have done. We wish you the glory of your operation. And next we have Ms. Gigi Miller. Please come on up. As you embark on retirement, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for the incredible impact you've had on our school community. For the past 11 years, your unwavering positivity and boundless enthusiasm have rang the halls of elementary schools within Turlock Unified School District. Your warm smile and cheerful demeanor have made every day at work a little brighter for both staff and students. Your dedication to the students, especially those with special needs, has been truly inspiring. Your genuine care and belief in every student have not only helped them achieve academic success, but have also fostered their social and emotional growth. On behalf of Brown Elementary, I want to extend our heartfelt thanks for your years of service. Your legacy of kindness, encouragement, and dedication will be remembered by all you have had the privilege of working with. Wishing you endless happiness and fulfillment in this new chapter of your life. Miss Rebecca Summers, come on up. It is with great admiration and heartfelt gratitude that we recognize your remarkable career as a music teacher with Turlock Unified School District. After 32 years of inspiring young minds at Brown Elementary School and Maderos Elementary School, you are retiring, and we want to express our deepest appreciation for your extraordinary contributions. You have been a magnificent music teacher, bringing talent, passion, and a unique ability to make music fun and engaging for all your students. Your dedication to fostering a love for music has left an indelible mark on the lives of countless students, and your influence will be felt for generations to come. Your years of service have profoundly impacted our students and the entire Turlock Unified School District community. We are immensely grateful for the time and energy you have dedicated to enriching the lives of your students and fostering a love for the arts. As you embark on this new chapter, please know that your legacy will continue to inspire and influence our school community. Thank you, Ms. Summers, for your dedication, passion, and the beautiful music you have shared with so many. Congratulations to you all. And next, Ms. Nicole Avalos, principal at Kroll, will be joining us.
All right, good evening. We would like to recognize Deborah Smallwood. Kroll Elementary has been fortunate enough to have had the honor and privilege of having Deborah Smallwood as one of our music educators for many years. Our scholars have greatly benefited from her love and passion for music. Deborah started her career in school music many years ago, accompanying various TUSD choirs on the piano, and was then encouraged to become a music teacher. She joined TUSD as a full-time music teacher on October 2nd, 2006, and has served Kroll students ever since. Deborah has taught classroom music as well as choir at various schools throughout the district. Her enthusiasm for teaching and sharing her joy of music is contagious. She has worked with her music colleagues on district-wide concerts to showcase 5th and 6th grade students' growth, and she has worked with site colleagues at Kroll to put on fall, spring concerts, as well as working jointly with Kroll staff on choral music pieces for each grade level for our TK6 winter program. We are excited for Deborah as she retires and starts a new chapter in her life, being a grandma and getting to spend time with her family. Congratulations. All right, Ms. Anna Ellerson will be recognizing the retirees at Cunningham.
First person could not be here tonight, but we're sure going to recognize her. After 38 incredible years of service, we honor and celebrate the retirement of Virginia Harrison, she goes by Jenny, a paraeducator whose dedication, kindness, and quiet strength have left a lasting imprint on the generations of students and staff. Mr. Perez shared, her smile is contagious, along with her positive spirit. Throughout her career, Jenny has been the heart of every classroom she's worked in, especially with her beloved kindergartner students. As Ms. Castro, our kindergarten teacher shared, Jenny has a heart of gold. She's always bringing snacks or chalk for the students to enjoy during recess. She even sneaks some treats in for teachers. She is very thoughtful, whether through small acts of kindness or significant gestures of support. Jenny always puts others first. As she steps into retirement, she leaves behind a school filled with gratitude and admiration. Jenny, thank you for the 38 selfless years of service. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement. You've more than earned it. Next up, we have our phenomenal teacher, Miss Jill Norman. For 34 years, Jill Norman Shipman has poured her heart into teaching, inspiring both 4th graders and 1st graders with her love of learning, kindness, and dedication. She began her career at Osborne, learning from incredible mentors and is especially proud of her work with the California Reading and Literature Projects, helping improve readings instruction across the state. Her teaching journey has been filled with unforgettable moments, from saving a student with a Heimlich maneuver to bravely battling breast cancer, surrounded by the love and support of her students and colleagues. A colleague, Ms. Castro, shared that Jill sees each student for who they genuinely are. She works hard with each student to help them reach their full potential. She digs deep to meet the needs of her students, even reaching out to their kindergarten teachers. Jill plans to travel the U.S. in her camper van, explore Europe, maybe even Antarctica, and the Galapagos. I'm probably saying it wrong. Hike, practice yoga, read to her heart's content, and relax in her backyard garden and her pool. She looks forward to giving back as a volunteer at Cunningham and in the community. Thank you, Ms. Norman Shipman, for 34 incredible years of making a difference. Your legacy of love, laughter, and learning will never be forgotten. Enjoy every moment of your well-deserved retirement. Next up, we have our amazing resource paraeducator, Diana Zuniga. After another 34 years of unwavering dedication and service, we bid a fond farewell to Diana, an extraordinary resource para-educator who has touched countless lives throughout her career at Cunningham Elementary. From the very beginning, Diana brought compassion, patience, and a deep commitment to student success in the resource classroom. Working with students in special education requires a heart full of empathy and a spirit of resilience. Ms. DeSaw, our resource teacher, stated, Diana has been a valuable part of the team when reaching out to parents and supporting our newcomers. In retirement, Diana is looking forward to not having to wake up early every day. She plans to take some time for herself to relax since she has worked since high school. She also intends to go on short trips with her husband and is grateful to still have her nearly 80-year-old dad, from whom she will now have more time to help care for. Above all, she looks forward to enjoying time with family. Though we will miss her dearly, we are excited for her to embrace the well-deserved joys of retirement. Thank you so much. Principal of Dutcher.
Good evening. Tonight I have Mrs. Gloria Ontiveros who's going to be helping me out. I have the honor of recognizing Miss Elizabeth Giannoni. Liz has been an employee of TUSD for 47 years, nearly half a century. I have the pleasure of working with Liz at Turlock Junior High, and I'm lucky to have worked with her these last 2 years at Dutcher. Mr. Ferreira, her classroom teacher, states that Liz genuinely cares about her students as individuals and has given her own personal time to provide them with a safe place of their own. In her retirement, Liz is looking forward to not being on a fixed work schedule, spending time with family, and day trips to the Bay Area and wine country with her husband, Ron. She's also excited about upgrading to electric bikes to zoom around town. We wish you the very best in your retirement. Congratulations, Liz. I also have the honor of recognizing Mrs. Sharon Siggers. I wrote a letter for Sharon. It reads, Dear Sharon, I am jealous, jealous, jealous. Congratulations on your retirement. I know you're looking forward to spending more time with your grandkids and doing some traveling with your husband, Jeff. We will miss your leadership, friendliness, and drive for excellence. Your colleagues want you to know that you are the reason they continue to perfect their craft and that you will always be a big part of the positive culture at Dutcher Middle School. After 36 years in education and 27 years teaching English, speech and debate, and history for the Turlock Unified School District, you deserve this. We look forward to seeing you at your Fresno State Bulldog tailgate parties and the refreshments, and we wish you the best of luck. Congratulations, Sharon. And next, Principal Paolo Pimentel from Earl Elementary School.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to bring up Miss Peggy Gonzalez. All right, so Miss Peggy has shown great dedication and determination over the years, which is rooted in her desire to help students reach their fullest potential. Peggy began her career at TUSD in 1988 as a kindergarten aide at Crane School and then transferred to Dennis Earl. Her 36 years in working with our youngest students, specifically in kindergarten, has given her a wealth of knowledge for not only academics, but for addressing social and emotional needs. Peggy was routinely sought out to provide small group reading and math interventions to her students, and this occurred through her willingness to collaborate with teachers across campus. The kindergarten staff had this to say about Miss Peggy when she left at the end of last school year. We all want to say a big thank you to Miss Peggy for being a team player, an awesome teacher, and a very, very good friend. We will always have a special place in our hearts for you. You will be missed. Since retiring, Peggy has continued to provide support to early kindergartners in her volunteer work in the classroom, whenever she is available. Although it's not the same as having her there daily, we will take what we can get and thank her for her continued help. And she's continuing to look forward to laminating things, so that's great too. Big round of applause for Miss Peggy. And next up we have Ms. Margie Becker, Assistant Superintendent of Finance and Accountability.
My person is not here tonight, but I would like to take this time to recognize Sherry Vieira. Sherry Vieira has worked as our payroll technician, making sure everyone gets paid accurately for the last 9 years. She has been the go-to person to answer questions and resolve complicated matters, which has made her a valuable member of the payroll team. Her colleagues state they can always count on her for a smile and a good laugh. Sherry looks forward to spending time with her 2 grandchildren, Wes and Hannah, going shopping with her friends, and sleeping in, which I've kind of heard is a common thing around here. Although it will be hard to imagine the finance office without Sherry, we are excited for her new adventures, and we wish her all the best in retirement. And next up, I will be calling up the Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Barney.
Thank you. I'm pinch hitting for Jennifer Louvain, who's at a conference tonight. So I'm going to be recognizing Rhonda Davis. I'm not sure. TUSD Child Nutrition is proud to recognize and celebrate the incredible career of Rhonda Davis. She's been an asset to the Child Nutrition Department since November of 2000. Rhonda recently retired on January 7th of 2025 and moved to West Virginia with her husband. Throughout her 25 years of dedicated service, Rhonda not only excelled in her role, but was an exceptional problem solver who was able to skillfully troubleshoot any child nutrition equipment. Her unwavering willingness to lend a helping hand no matter the task and to be reliable has made a lasting impression in serving real fresh school meals. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for her dedication and support and wish her all the best in this exciting new chapter of her life on the East Coast. And next will be Melissa Leadham. So Child Nutrition is proud to recognize and celebrate the remarkable career of Melissa Leadham, who has dedicated nearly 30 years of service at Turlock High School's Child Nutrition Department. Melissa was hired in August of 1994, retired in December of 2024. Throughout her tenure, she played a vital role in our community, nourishing countless students and fostering a love for the real fresh school meals. Her commitment, kindness, and passion for student well-being left an unforgettable impact on both colleagues and students. She plans to enjoy her new journey traveling with her husband and spending more time with family. We are grateful for her years of service and wish her all the best in her well-deserved retirement. And finally, Deborah Soares. So Child Nutrition is proud to recognize and celebrate the awesome career of Deborah Soares. Deborah is a Child Nutrition Cafeteria server at Turlock High School. She was hired in 2017, and since then, Deborah has served with heart, care, and dedication, making a difference in the lives of so many students. Thank you for all your hard work and kindness. Wishing you and the rest all the best in this exciting new chapter. Next, I'm calling up Fernanda Gray. I'm sorry, Judy Huerta. Dave Laddick.
All right. Thank you. The work of the Human Resources Office never stops. And Fernando Uranga managed the buzz that is HR for most of his career. He and I started TUSD together 9 years ago, and we both grew together within our school district. Fernando has a genuine passion for people and wanting the very best for each while also looking out for the interests of students. The HR office often handles situations in which people have to be held accountable for any number of things. Fernando's approach is to ensure behaviors are addressed while ensuring one's dignity is intact. He holds the difficult conversations while recognizing the impact on the individual. He always puts the human in human resources or the person in personnel. We greatly appreciate his positive "I got it" response when handed a project and the time and dedication he has given to TUSD over the past 9 years. His dad jokes will be missed, but only a little. His Joseph will be able to keep those going just fine. And after hearing Augustine this evening, we might have a little competition here. So days without a dad joke? 0. Happy retirement, Fernando. Next up, Principal Ginny Anderson, Julian Elementary.
All right, tonight I am excited to celebrate Dave Judish. Prior to joining TUSD in 2004, Mr. Dave Judish taught in Southern California and Modesto, teaching 1st through 6th grades. During his time in TUSD, he has taught 1st grade in the pod, the multi-grade classroom setting at Julene. Dave has consistently provided caring and supportive lessons for students where a love for learning and a curiosity about the world are fostered. Dave said that he will miss the interactions with kids, families, and colleagues, as well as teaching reading. During his retirement, Dave looks forward to spending time with his family, including his 1-year-old granddaughter, traveling the world, and having many adventures in the great outdoors. We thank Dave for his service to the students and staff of TUSD and wish him a wonderful retirement.
Good evening, Senior Principal of Maderos Elementary, and tonight I have the pleasure of recognizing Ms. Barbara Bjornson, who is not here today, but recognizing her for her 22 years of service. Ms. B is retiring from TUSD and Maderos Elementary after 22 years of service to our students. During this time, Ms. B supported some of our most high-need students in the counseling enriched classroom. Always did it with care and compassion. Staff shared that she showed a lot of heart towards her students and that she loved to work with them. Mrs. B did her best to meet the needs of students even when it was tough. Her calm yet assertive approach was often what students needed, as many of them had suffered severe trauma in their lifetime. Mrs. B was always willing to help with whatever was needed, and it was not uncommon for her to be at work early and stay late whenever it was needed. Congratulations on your retirement, Ms. B, and we wish you the best in this next chapter of your journey. I'd like to next recognize Mr. John Hall, who is also not here. Mr. Hall is retired earlier this year from TUSD after 7 years of teaching music, specifically at Maderos Elementary. John's passion for education, combined with his passion for music, positively impacted countless students, staff members, Staff members shared that John was a ray of sunshine on the Madero's campus. They shared that his love for music was always seen in our kids, and one could find him strumming his guitar by the flagpole on the first day of school and around campus, particularly as we did our clap out for 6th grade students on the last day of school. Staff shared that kids adored Mr. Hall and enjoyed being with him. Anytime he was spotted on campus, one would think that there was a celebrity nearby. He always greeted students with a smile, a hug, or a fist bump. He was a positive and creative teacher who impacted many of our students. Congratulations on your retirement, Mr. Hall, and we wish you the best in this life. Next up for ops, we have Donnie Morgan.
All right, so Scott Richardson scheduled a cruise back in COVID, and it got canceled, so he's on a cruise right now. So like usual, I'm here carrying his weight. So first up is Rafael Chavez. With great respect and appreciation that I honor Rafael Chavez as he enters his retirement. Rafael has been with TUSD for 18 years, and in that time he has left a lasting impression on everyone who's had the privilege to work alongside him. More than just a skilled groundskeeper, Rafael has been a mentor and role model to many of us. He consistently led by example, offering guidance, support, and wisdom to his peers. His kindness and humility have created lasting bonds, and his absence will surely be felt throughout the campus and beyond. Rafael, thank you for your years of service, your friendship, and your dedication. You leave behind a legacy of hard work, mentorship, and integrity. You will be greatly missed, and we wish you all the best in the next chapter of your life. And next is Scott Richardson. Scott's journey began back in February of 1994 as a custodian, and from day one, he led by example. Over the years, he climbed the ladder from head custodian to operations supervisor, and finally to the director of maintenance and operations. The titles don't define Scott, his actions do. Whether it was leading a multi-million-dollar project or getting into a muddy trench during a holiday break to fix a sewer pipe, Scott was never above rolling up his sleeves. As Marco shared, those moments in the trenches say it all. He was hands-on, committed, and always willing to do the hard work alongside his team. Scott's unwavering commitment, leadership, and humanity and humility, well, maybe not, have shaped the district more than one probably realizes. When you look back at TUSD's history, it will be measured as the Scott Richardson era or the post-Scott Richardson era. He's not only built buildings and fixed problems, but he's built trust, loyalty, and lasting friendships. As I shared with him the day I was hired into this position, a good pitcher always makes a coach look good, and he's been my closer since day one. Edith Vasquez. It brings me great joy to send Edith off into retirement. For so many years, Edith has been an essential part of the maintenance and operations department. She began working for us as a substitute custodian in 1994 and became a permanent employee in 2006. To this day, Edith remains one of the best hires of all times. From the very beginning, she stood out. She had it all: strong work ethic, professional demeanor, high standards, and a heart full of dedication. Edith, it is for good reason that you have become and continue to be revered as one of the finest custodial hires ever. You are an exceptional person, and I feel incredibly honored to have the opportunity to work alongside you after all these years. May God bless you in your retirement and all the adventures that lie ahead.
Thank you. God bless.
Finally, Larry Winters. It is my distinct pleasure tonight to congratulate and thank Larry Winters for his 10 years of dedicated service to the Turlock Unified School District. Throughout his career, Larry served as a maintenance worker and for the last 7 years as project supervisor for all construction work. From the very beginning, Larry was a fantastic employee, known for his great demeanor, work ethic, and high standards. I have many positive things to say about Larry, but what stands out the most was his ability to pass on his knowledge by teaching others the trades that took him a lifetime to acquire. The list of projects that Larry led and was contributed to over the years is too extensive to list, but I can say without hesitation that the work Larry performed has made a lasting impression and impact on the education of countless students within TUSD. Larry will be truly missed in our department, and we wish him the best in retirement. Larry, thank you for all your years of service to the staff, students, and community of Troy Unified School District. Next up is Claudia, the Vice President.
Thank you, Barbie. Good evening, everyone. Today I get to recognize two incredible educators. The first one is Mr. Robert Lopez. He is not able to join us today. After 32 years of service to Osborne, we bid farewell to a highly esteemed member of our faculty, Mr. Robert Lopez. For over 3 decades, Mr. Lopez has been a cornerstone of our school and played an instrumental role in the development and maintenance of our dual immersion program. His legacy is one of kindness, passion, and excellence. His advocacy for bilingual education, his leadership, and his caring nature earned him the respect and admiration of his colleagues. While his presence will be deeply missed, his wisdom and guidance will continue to resonate with those lucky enough to have been his students and those fortunate enough to have worked alongside him. As he embarks on this well-deserved retirement, we thank Mr. Lopez for his years of service and wish him nothing but happiness in the next chapter of his life. Mr. Lopez, you were a phenomenal educator, mentor, and colleague, and your impact will never be forgotten. Next up, we have Mrs. Feliz Rodriguez. For 29 years, Mrs. Feliz Rodriguez has positively impacted the lives of countless students at Osborne with her dedication, warmth, and passion for teaching. Her ability to connect with each child, guiding them through their learning journey, and fostering a love of learning have made her an unforgettable figure in the hearts of both students and colleagues. With patience and kindness, she created a nurturing environment in her classroom where every child felt valued and supported. Those who had the privilege of working alongside Mrs. Rodriguez benefited from her positive attitude, cheerful personality, and mentorship. Though she will be greatly missed, we are deeply grateful for the contributions to Osborne and wish her the very best as she embarks on this well-deserved next chapter of her life. We have Michelle Bliss from Roselawn High School.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Arturo Bijan as one of our amazing teachers. Mr. Bijan has been at TUSD for 9 years, working mostly of those years between Roselawn High School and Turlock Adult School, teaching math and business. Mr. Bijan comes from the business world with a second career teaching, and it was a perfect match since the majority of his career was spent in Southern California with his own business. His outside efforts have always been about helping others. He is extremely active in his church and is always the first one to help when and whenever needed. Mr. Bijan has many talents. He speaks 5 languages, including Assyrian, French, Spanish, Farsi, and English. He actually takes Assyrian historical texts and translates them into computer form to be able to regenerate these valuable documents for all generations to come. Mr. Bajan knows his way around the ping pong table and has been known to battle staff a few tournaments and take a championship here and there. Mr. Bajan will be missed at Roselawn. However, he isn't going far. You will be able to see him teaching a class or two at Turlock Adult School. Congratulations on your retirement, Mr. Bajan. The next retiree is Mike Trainer. He is not here this evening. However, Mr. Trainer began his long career at the Turlock Unified School District in 1993 at Turlock High School, coaching and teaching physical education. He has had various jobs throughout his career. However, his true heart has been in teaching and coaching. He has taught and coached many fine scholars in his career and has truly appreciated all those students, especially being able to mentor all the fine individuals through the years. To his Roselawn family, in his own words, for the past 5 years, I've had a pleasure of being a part of your lives here at Roselawn. I will forever remember the wonderful experiences playing basketball, volleyball, and softball with all my students. Most importantly, I cherish the daily interaction that we have with one another. So long, Roselawn. I will miss you. Congratulations, Mr. Trainer, from all of us and your colleagues at Roselawn High School. I now introduce Erica Shantz from our Special Education Director.
Good evening. After many, Karen Koenig, who is our adaptive PE teacher, 33 years of dedicated service as we say goodbye to our adaptive PE teacher, Karen Koenig. Your hard work, your persistence, and excellent communication have helped students of all abilities succeed. Your focus on important movement skills has been instrumental in student development. You've helped create an inclusive and positive environment that will be remembered and continue. Thank you for putting your heart and soul into teaching our students. You've changed more lives than you can realize. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your kindness, and your unwavering support. While we will miss your presence, we are excited to see you embark on this new chapter of your life. May it be filled with joy, adventure, and most of all, relaxation. Thank you for making a difference in Turlock Unified School District, and we all wish you the best. I will now be introducing David Laddie.
Recognize Roberta Cheney from the Superintendent's Office. Roberta has been enjoying her retirement after serving 28 years in TUSD. Anyone who has walked through the door of the Superintendent's Office over the past 20 years has been welcomed and served with knowledge and confidence. Roberta's adept problem-solving skills and heart for TUSD were always evident in the manner in which she viewed obstacles as opportunities and difficulties as a challenge. Because of Mrs. Cheney's tenure in TUSD and her desire to put people first, our culture has a customer service focus that keeps students at the forefront of every decision and conversation. Roberta has been enjoying time with her 4 grandchildren and traveling with her husband Dave. I believe they were just at the chicken ranch recently. Best wishes in your retirement, Roberta.
Good evening. It is my opportunity to recognize Alesia Sanderson, who's not here this evening. Alesia has dedicated over 25 years to the Turlock Unified School District, starting in 1999 as a paraeducator at Turlock Adult School. In 2003, she joined the technology team in the role of technology support specialist. Known for her exceptional customer service, Alesia exemplifies our department's commitment to the continuous improvement by developing new skills to support our students and teachers better. Over the years, she has assisted every school site in the district and has become a valuable member of our team. Our team will miss her hosting hot chocolate bars during winter breaks and ice cream socials at the end of the school year. As she retires, to travel and spend time with her daughters and grandson. She leaves behind a legacy of positivity, teamwork, and service that has profoundly impacted the TUSD community. We wish her all the best and sincerely thank her for her many years of dedicated service to the students and staff at Turlock Unified School District. And I introduce Mr. Klein of Turlock High School.
Transportation, sorry. So good evening. I would like to recognize Lorraine Ganser. She's been a dedicated bus driver with TUSD since May of 2015. Lorraine's school bus driving career started in 1991. To my surprise, on my first day with TUSD was Lorraine's friendly face. Lorraine and I had previously worked together, knowing Lorraine's work ethic was reassuring that she was part of the team. Lorraine was punctual and always at work. She made it her daily mission to ensure her students were transported safely. Her favorite route was picking up and taking home her Roseline bus riders. Lorraine will be making home improvements to her home as well as trying her luck at the casino, hoping for that big jackpot. And actually, she was our big jackpot winner of the transportation. Most of all, she will be spending quality time with her grandchildren and great-grandchildren, cheering them on at their go-kart racing and softball games. We wish Lorraine wonderful wishes for her retirement. God bless you, Lorraine. Dave Klein with Turlock High. You're next.
Good evening. It's been an absolute pleasure to serve Turlock community as a principal. When I came to Turlock High last year, I look forward to working with many people. 4 of whom are here tonight. 1 left us last year. 3 are right here with me. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with all of you. I look forward to it. I knew who you were, and I was excited, and it has been nothing but the best to work with all of you. Thank you. Anthony Ballou, after many dedicated years of service, Anthony is retiring from Turlock High School, where he's made a significant impact as a physical education teacher, coach, and athletic director. Over his tenure, he has guided countless students in sports, including but not limited to football, wrestling, and tennis, instilling in them the values of teamwork and perseverance. As the athletic director, he worked tirelessly to enhance the school's athletic programs and foster a sense of community. Known for his memorable quotes, he will often reminded his athletes that once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog, showcasing his pride in school spirit. He also had a unique way of encouraging resilience, telling players to rub some dirt on it when they were acting first. His legacy of dedication and passion for sports and education will be remembered fondly by students and colleagues alike. Coach Ballou, Mr. Ballou, Anthony, thank you. Mary Kropka, Coach Kropka, Ms. Kropka leaves the land of the Bulldogs as a successful coach, a dedicated educator, and a wonderful person. As a dedicated teacher, she always expects the best from herself, her peers, her scholars, and her administrators. Congratulations. She spoke her mind but took input and worked diligently to make sure that the students were active and safe. She cared for Turlock High and made sure that it was a good place as she left. She was extremely successful as a coach, winning several league titles and a fair amount of section titles in golf. Mary, as you retire, I will quote a friend and colleague of yours, Joanne Davison. I've had success as an individual, but I've always been better when I'm part of a team. Enjoy retirement, Mary. You will be missed. All right. Next we have Patty Soysa. Patty has been a dedicated, personable, kind, positive, and dynamic campus supervisor for many years. During her time, scholars, staff, and administration have appreciated the manner in which she responds to scholars, giving them the respect they deserve even when some may be struggling with their behavior. She states that the past number of years have been fantastic. She totally embraced her job as campus supervisor and enjoyed keeping the campus safe and secure. Fellow campus supervisor Gloria Levon states, Patty is an absolutely wonderful person to work with. She is fair, firm, consistent, and absolutely loved Turlock High, and always ensured that the campus was safe. She would be missed. Patty, thank you for being a bulldog. All right, I want to introduce Mr. Ariola. Sir, come on out.
Third time tonight. So it is an honor for me to introduce two difference-making educators who combined have changed the lives of thousands of scholars. First, Mr. Tim Cook. Tim Cook dedicated his entire teaching career to Turlock Unified, spending 25 of those years at Turlock Junior High School, teaching history. Though he held a multiple subject credential, Tim found his stride and his preference working with junior high students. Beyond the classroom, Tim poured creativity into the school yearbook for several years, guiding students through the process of capturing and celebrating campus life. Known for his calm and steady presence, he brought a consistent approach to his teaching. Longtime colleague Scott Erickson shared, Tim loved his job and enjoyed teaching. He was ready to retire to spend more time with his family, do some traveling, and enjoy a little more time off. Outside of work, Tim enjoyed riding Harley-Davidson motorcycles, working on cars and trucks. These days, he takes great pride in spending time with his grown children, Ryan and Karina, and being an active grandpa to his grandkids. Thank you, Tim, for your years of service, your multitude of Hawaiian shirts, and I wish him the best in retirement. The next educator, unfortunately, cannot be here this evening. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Miss Jill Harlan-Graham. Jill Harlan-Graham definitely deserves a round of applause. Spent an impressive 39 years serving the students of Turlock Unified, every single one of those years at Turlock Junior High School, leaving a lasting impact not only in her classroom, but across the entire school community. A devoted English teacher, Jill is known for her passion for preparing students for the next chapter, whether it is high school or life and beyond. Respected by colleagues and appreciated by her students, Jill's high expectations were matched by her strong work ethic, kindness, and empathy. Past students continue to reach out to her for advice and support, a reflection of the lasting connection she built. Current student, Fatali Jennings, who all of you had the privilege of meeting tonight, refers to her English class as her favorite, appreciating the opportunities to share her ideas and develop her creativity. Colleague Susan Perry also shared that Jill's strength as a public speaker was often used to advocate for both students and teachers, helping to amplify voices that needed to be heard. Her enthusiasm for Shakespeare was another hallmark of her career, inspiring countless students through trips to Ashland, Oregon to experience live performance. Enjoy your retirement, Mrs. Jill Harlan Grant. And next up, Maribel from Wakefield.
All right, good evening. I am honored to recognize two individuals. The first individual is Jerry Hagstrom. She's not here tonight, but Jerry has been a paraeducator at Wakefield the past 44 years. She has not only provided essential support, Not only has she provided essential support in the classroom, but also fostered a positive environment for learning. Jerry has been a dedicated employee that has made a lasting difference in the lives of countless scholars. Her colleagues describe her as an energetic, hardworking individual that loves Wakefield almost as much as she loves Elvis Presley. Jerry is not quite sure what she's going to do with her time. She literally said, I don't know what I'm going to do with my time. When she retires, but she is looking forward to this new chapter of her life. So thank you, Jerry, for your years of service. We'll miss you, but we're happy for you on this well-deserved retirement. Next up is Miss Lisa Jemison. Lisa has also worked at Wakefield the past 44 years. She has one more day seniority than Jerry. She's been a dedicated employee that treats everyone with respect and has been committed to doing the very best she can. Lisa is kind, dependable, and most importantly, a team player. Wakefield staff share that Lisa has been a role model within the school community, a valued team member, and a great contributor to positive learning experiences for many scholars. Lisa's looking forward to a slower pace of life and taking care of her grandchildren. Lisa, your hard work has made a tremendous impact on the entire school community. We appreciate your commitment to Wakefield, and we wish you a happy, fulfilling retirement. You will be missed. Next up is Nathan Baroni, Principal at Walnut Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. Last but certainly not least, the retirees for Walnut Elementary. First up, Angelica Grishaw. Angelica has spent her entire teaching career with TUSD. She started teaching in 1990 at Wakefield Elementary, where she taught for a total of 17 years. After which, she joined Walnut, where she's been since day one of the original Walnut teachers. During her time with Walnut, she was part of the steering committee to foresee the VPA magnet development here. Angelica has a music dance background, with her voice being her favorite instrument. This has led her to play in her church and sing in the Modesto Symphony. Angelica looks forward to doing more gardening, quilting, and sewing in her retirement. She hopes to write an autobiography for her family one day and continue to travel with her husband across the southern hemisphere. Angelica, congratulations on your retirement. Okay, next up, Marilyn Lee. Marilyn began her teaching career as a substitute teacher at TUSD in 1989. She subbed for 10 years before securing a full-time teaching position at Julian. After that, she came to Walnut, also one of the original Walnut staff, where she took the opportunity to join the team and has been here ever since. As a credentialed art teacher working with the VPA magnet, the VPA magnet has been a great fit for her. Teaching has been a wonderfully rewarding experience that she will miss greatly. In retirement, Mary Jo is looking forward to spending time with her grandkids and camping and skiing in Colorado. Mary Jo, congratulations on your retirement. And that will conclude the retirement ceremony for this evening. Congratulations to all the retirees.
Good job, Sherry.
I'd like to congratulate all the retirees. Fantastic. Thank you for all your service. Very well appreciated. Next on the agenda is item C, the Science Olympiad. Dr. Klein and Mr. Testo.
Good evening again. I want to have Mr. Tepsho come right on up with his kids. I had the pleasure of seeing the kids at MJC at the Science Olympiad. Mr. Tepsho, thank you very much for your dedication. It has most assuredly paid off in success and a positive learning experience for your kids. Thank you, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you for the introduction, Dr. Klein. Thank you to the Superintendent Hadley for inviting me here today. As he mentioned, my name is Kevin Testo, and I'm the Science Olympiad coach at Turlock High School.
Hold on 1 second, Mr. Testo. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for the introduction, Dr. Klein, and thank you to Superintendent Hadley for inviting me here today. As he mentioned, my name is Kevin Testo, and I'm the Science Olympiad coach at Turlock High School. My students and I are here today to talk about the benefits of a hands-on science program like Science Olympiad and discuss the need for these in our junior high schools. I've been fortunate enough to teach science at Turlock High for the past 10 years and currently serve as the Science Department Chair. One of the highlights of my work has been the opportunity to be the Science Olympiad coach for the past 9 years. In these 9 years, we've had some tremendous successes, which we're excited to share with you today. I'll now introduce my students, Science Olympiad President Prabjo Carr, Talia Oppenheisen, and Emma Aguilar. These students exemplify the core values of Science Olympiad, and I truly believe they have benefited greatly from being a part of our success with you.
Science Olympiad is one of the premier science organizations in the state and the nation. It's an international nonprofit organization that focuses on building students' passion and skills in STEM. And its goal is to improve the quality of STEM education through to make it more engaging and collaborative. There's 3 different divisions in Science Olympiad, starting in elementary school and going up to high school. Now, in elementary school, there's several teams like Julian, Walnut. In middle school, we don't have any teams in the area. And in high school, we have Turlock High and Pittman. And Science Olympiad is designed so that you can progress from elementary school to high school.
Okay, so as for what is Science Olympiad, it's mostly a team event with 15 students per team covering up to 23 events. And schools can have up to 3 teams for regionals. And these events cover a wide range of science topics such as physics, chemistry, biology, microbiology, and even some engineering events. So students will compete with these participants and a partner or two, in a rare occasion such as an event called experimental design, where there are 2 partners instead of just 1. And students are also able to receive medals for each event, and the team scores are determined by student scores in individual events, meaning that, say, a person that is in a study event, their score is based off of how many questions they got right on the test or exam. But for an engineering event such as helicopter, it's based off of like how far you've flown that helicopter compared to everyone else's. And only the top teams progress from regional to state competition. So we compete in NorCal, and only the top 4 teams can progress from regional to the state competition. And as for the benefits of Science Olympiad, this is a great STEM enrichment opportunity for our top academic students. And additionally, it offers a collaborative learning, and you are able to compete at high school academic levels. It promotes learning, inquiry, investigation, and self-discipline. And it allows students like myself to explore many different fields of STEM before college.
So some of our successes. So I started the team back 9 years ago, a little bit after I got hired. We've been state qualified for the past 7 consecutive years, and in our region we have about 20 teams. So I'm pretty sure it's the longest active streak in Stanislaus County. We were the champions last time in 2021, and we were runners-up in 2020 and 2023. Many of our graduates include valedictorians of their classes. Many students are admitted to top schools such as Princeton, Yale, Berkeley, LA, NYU, Caltech, and Columbia. So good, smart kids.
Okay, perfect. Good evening, board members, staff, and community partners. Thank you so much for your time today. And tonight, I basically want to talk about an opportunity to expand STEM access through our district through something that's provable, affordable, and incredibly impactful. And that is essentially Science Olympiad at the junior high level. So essentially, I will be covering 6 points throughout tonight's presentation. And the first one is basically Turlock students are missing out. So 15 junior high and middle schools actively compete across Stanislaus County, but none are from the Turlock district, and they aren't currently being represented. Our students are missing out on critical exposure to STEM competitions, while neighboring schools in Modesto advance in science, collaboration, as well as leadership. Second, we've been great before, and we can be again. So Turlock Junior High has documented history of winning multiple regional competitions in Science Olympiad. With even modest support, we can rebuild a high-performing team and quickly regain our standing. The third point is that this program fills the gap between elementary and high school STEM. So currently, there's a missing link. Students leave elementary enrichment programs with enthusiasm, but there's no structured way to carry that passion forward until high school. And that gap often leads to lost momentum in STEM interests as well as skill building. Fourth, this actually boosts high school performance as well as college readiness. Junior High Science Olympiad is more than just competition, it's preparation. Teams directly feed into our high school programs at Turlock High School as well as Pittman High School, helping them remain competitive as well as keeping our students continuously engaged. And in fact, studies show, such as National Science Board, Science Olympiad participants are twice as more likely to pursue a STEM major in college. And according to University of Northern Colorado, they score 40% higher on standardized tests in math and science, which I can confirm because we recently took the science essay or science standardized test, and there was so many topics just from Science Olympiad, like botany and biology, that made it so much easier for us to actually perform on. And like I said, on state assessments as well as AP Science tests, former Science Olympiad students consistently outperform peers by significant margins, especially in biology, chemistry, and physics. And this is based off a national survey. Now, my fifth point is that it improves soft skills. In Science Olympiad, students aren't just learning facts. They learn to collaborate,
solve real-world problems, manage time, and communicate well under pressure. And these are essential skills in the 21st century. I mean, these are skills that we prepare in our college and career readiness goals. And lastly, the structure and funding already exists. This isn't some sort of budget stress. A Class B spending is already available to support junior high Science Olympiad coaches. And that essentially means that our district can launch this program with built-in sustainability and compensation for staff. So lastly, bringing Science Olympiad back to junior high schools is not just an extracurricular decision, it's an academic investment that we should be doing because it aligns with our mission, supports both equity and excellence, and strengthens STEM learning across all levels. Okay, as you can probably see in your packet or the screen behind you, we have a few articles up from the Modesto Bee as well as the Turlock Journal. The first article is my freshman year, which is 2023. We won second place, so we were runner-up. And yeah, it was pretty cool. The second one is, I think, when Testo really started out, and they performed really well in that one. And the last one, if you can see that one guy standing in the black shirt, that's actually our Dean, Mr. Sophie, who also competed in Science Olympiad, so that's pretty cool.
That's a good one.
And lastly, I just want to talk about some student impacts. So the first quote is from Lucia Cisneros, who was our Turlock valedictorian class of 2023, who is currently attending UCLA. And as she says, Science Olympiad was one of my most rewarding high school experiences. It sparked my love for science through its hands-on nature, opportunity for discovery, collaboration, and a friendly competition. It's a big reason why I chose to work in a research lab today, where I continue to build on the curiosity I first discovered back in high school. And this is expanded upon from our Turlock valedictorian, Elizabeth Yang, from class of 2024, who currently is attending NYU. And she says, Science Olympiad exposed me to a wide variety of science topics I never would have had the chance to learn in school. It also heavily reinforced the concepts from science classes I did have in school, such as chemistry and bio, cementing my interest in them. Science Olympiad taught me valuable time management skills as I often had to balance studying school subjects and those in Science Olympiad. Now I just want to talk about my own experience. So I actually got recruited to Science Olympiad by Mr. Testo while I was doing my 21st century health class the summer during my freshman year. And I remember not being really interested in science, but he piqued my interest and I tried out for the team my freshman year and happened to make it. So I think two of the most important, valuable parts that stood out to me was definitely last year. My partner and I were able to win first place at regionals for anatomy as well as dynamic planet. And it really shows you just how much work these students have put in, because it's not some simple sort of thing. They actually have to study so many variety of topics and so many different anatomy structures that, like I've said, my endocrinologist would say, oh, we have to do that in med school. So you're really putting these kids ahead. And from this year, one of the things that really was valuable for me was my partner Regina and I competing at state for botany, which is actually a trial event. And we got told about it like a week or 3 days before. And we actually happened to play at state. So that was pretty cool as well. I think that's enough of me taking up your guys' time, so I'll pass on the microphone to Titus.
So for my personal experience, this was my first year participating in Science Olympiad. I was recruited by Prop J, and I'm very grateful because I had such a great experience. I focused primarily on the engineering events, and I was able to get first place at regionals in both the engineering events I competed in. One of them was tower, where we had to design a tower of wood with certain specifications to hold weight, and that was really great because it helped me learn the process of building something and having it not work, and building it again, and eventually getting first place. One of the other events I competed in was Robot Tour, where we had to design a robot to navigate a track and end on a point without being controlled. And that was one of my favorites because you had to trial and error to get it down as exact as you could. I was really grateful for Science Olympiad, as this was one of my first opportunities to take the skills that I've learned in physics, math classes, and put them towards something in a world where they're competing.
Okay, so my name is Emma. I was actually recruited by Prof. Joe as well. I joined my sophomore year, and I mean, I had always been interested in science. I love science, but when Prof. Joe told me about Science Olympiad, I honestly thought I didn't have a chance of getting into the club because you have to take an entrance exam. But once I found out I actually got into the club, I was really excited. Especially because one of the events was micromission, which is microbiology, and I love biology. So that was something that was really exciting for me. But also I competed in an event that I would have never competed in, honestly. I competed in fossils. And surprisingly, I've been able to get 4th place at fossils at regionals for 2 years in a row, and then I've also gotten 2nd at micromission. So I think it kind of just like boosted up my confidence in my academic career and how much that I can actually be able to achieve. And I think it's just really, it strengthened my love for science, honestly, and I think Science Olympiad is really fun, and I love it. I love the memories I get to create with my friends, and I love how we go to different colleges and stuff, and it's just really fun, and I think it's really beneficial.
That concludes our presentation.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Are there any questions?
It's not a question, it's just a comment. Thank you guys. It looks like a very successful program, and you guys are our future, so thank you.
Are there any other comments or questions?
Are we working towards bringing it back at the junior high level? I'm assuming, thank you. I'm assuming we need advisors.
Thanks again. Next on the agenda is Superintendent's Report.
I'm just going to share just a few positives here. I just want to thank everybody for their support for our annual Staff and Scholar Recognition event a couple weeks ago. I think this is a great way for us to bring it all together and recognize our student accomplishments and honor the staff who put so much into their professional work on behalf of students. I'm sure we're going to hear more in our student reports that are coming up from our student representatives, but I do want to share something kind of hot off the press. Our Turlock High School Ag teacher informed us today that Turlock FFA's fruit tree judging team won the state title with 2 chapter members placing in the top 3. So it's a pretty big accomplishment for them. Apparently, they beat a pretty well-known association chapter down there in that particular competition by a single point. I also wanted to just share that I had the opportunity to award our own Riley Rice the Superintendent Service Award at last week's scholarship night at Edmond High School. This award was presented to Riley in partnership with the Rotary Club of Turlock. Congratulations, Riley. Members of my cabinet team, President Silva and I attended the Modesto Rotary Stanislaus County Teacher of the Year Awards lunch this afternoon, in which 2 of our teachers, Edith Barraza, kindergarten teacher at Wakefield, and Katie Jeans, English teacher at Pittman High School, were recognized as one of 3 finalists in their respective grade span divisions. Edith Barraza in the K3 division and Katie Jeans in the high school division. And it is my pleasure to announce that Katie Jeans was selected as the Stanislaus County Teacher of the Year in the high school division, and she'll be moving on to the state competition. I'd also like to just thank Principals Ladivella Romero and Angela Freeman for taking the time to nominate these 2 stellar educators. Thank you. That concludes my report, President Silva.
Thank you, Superintendent Laddick. Next are student reports. We'll start with Ms. Rice at high school. Need a hot mic there.
Hello? Okay, there you go. Good evening, Interim Superintendent Laddick, Board President Silva, and members of the board. Here's what's new at the Pride. ASB would like to wish a happy Teacher Appreciation Week to all of our amazing PHS teachers. Thank you for all that you do for our Pride community. ASB is planning the annual end of the year luau for May 19th.
We will be celebrating our seniors and their post-high school paths, as well as distributing yearbooks and playing lots of fun games. I'd also like to note that our very own ASB advisor, Mrs. Katie Jeans, won the Stanislaus County Teacher of the Year earlier today, along with celebrating her birthday. Our Green Team and the Pride family couldn't be more proud of her. On April 30th, AP Cook and Counselor Cornell held the very first AP Information Night with AP teachers for parents and students interested in such courses. Talking about advanced placement classes, there is a grand total of almost 1,090 registries for AP tests occurring over this week and next week, as many students are taking several tests out of the 16 tests offered this year at Pittman. I'm wishing good luck and good vibes to all of my fellow testers. Up and coming college and career center study trips include Fastenal, McCarthy Construction, and Merced College. On May 1st, we celebrated our seniors and athletes at the Awards and Scholarship Night, where many students were recognized by different organizations for their academic and extracurricular achievements. Pittman would like to thank all the donors and supporters that contribute towards the future education of our students. Mr. Matthews took several students to compete in the Math Super Bowl with the following results. Ellie Pimentel in first place in AP Pre-Calculus, Ryan Jock, first place AP Statistics, Matthew Azevedo, third place AP Statistics, Jackson Grisby, second place Math 1, and Kai Bennett, third place AP Pre-Calculus, with honorable mentions for 8 other students in similar math courses. Over spring break, Civic Leaders of America took a handful of their members and officers on a fully paid trip to Philadelphia under the guidance of their advisor, Mr. Farhadian. The trip involved civic engagement programs, tours of the city, as well as discussions and debates. Pittman FBLA had 4 individuals in the top 5 in their respective competitive events at the state conference in Anaheim at the end of April. All members worked hard preparing for their events, and kudos to the 4. Soraya Caillou in public speaking, Guadalupe Gonzalez and Annabelle Tao in computer game programming, and Diego Cepeda in advertising. Our club and HYLC went on a field trip to San Francisco to see murals in Museum of Modern Art. The students raised the money by selling their buttons and artwork for the trip. Pride for Paws recently partnered with Kate's Foreca Rescue, who helps Central Valley animals find their forever homes. So far, they have partnered with Kate's Foreca Rescue for a total of 3 events, and they hope to continue being able to work with them in the future. After a year of hard work, the PAS was able to reward 28 of their officers and most active members with a trip to San Francisco on Sunday, May 4th. They explored San Francisco's Japantown, one of only 3 remaining Japanese cultural enclaves in the United States, where students and teachers and chaperones were able to learn about Japanese identities, experience the bustling culture of Nikoni, which is the Japan street, and enjoy tons of delicious food. They ended the day with a relaxing picnic in the Presidio at Crissy Field Beach, giving them all a much-needed time for reflection and ease before this week's AP testing. PAS has also been able to collaborate with Modesto-based nonprofit Empower 8 to educate others about this month's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month on social media. This campaign has reached approximately 5,000 impressions on Instagram in just a few days. I just received word that my very own fellow FFA officer, Kiara Velasquez, and our member, Yosgar Toledo Farias, made the FFA sectional officer team for Reporter and Sentinel, so good job to them. And lastly, our sports for the spring quarter. Senior Lexi Polito was one of our 21st section athletes to be honored with a Dale Lackey Memorial Scholarship at the section office. Lexi was selected for her excellence in athletics, community service, and her academic success. Spring sports are nearing a conclusion, and many of our teams participated or will be participating in section playoffs. Boys volleyball went 10-0 in CCAL play and qualified as a number 11 seed for the playoffs. They lost a highly contested first-round matchup at Monterey Trail last week. Boys tennis also qualified for the playoffs as they were the number 12 seed and unfortunately lost a first-round matchup to number 5 seed Rodriguez. Girls and boys swim will be at divisionals this week, and boys and girls track will be at divisionals next week. Baseball also qualified for the playoffs as the number 15 seed and will play at number 2 seed Whitney tomorrow. Last week, our AD, Mr. Curtis, was able to honor 24 individuals as PHS Scholar Athletes. These athletes excelled in both the classroom and on the field. They won multiple team awards, individual awards, and even state medals. They also combined for an average GPA of 4.23. Lexi Polito and Zach Looney were also named as the Dave Walls PHS Athletes of the Year for their performances as leaders for their teams and their excellence in the classroom. This concludes my student report for the evening. Thank you and vote aye.
Thank you, Ms. Rice. Ms. Vargas, Turlock High School.
Good evening, Interim Superintendent Laddick, President Silva, and members of the board. Thank you for this opportunity to share the events and accomplishments happening at Turlock High School. ASB held our Linker Leader interviews in preparation to welcome the class of 2029. We are also planning our Lights Out Spirit Assembly for next Friday, May 16th. Powder Puff flag football is happening this Thursday. Game time is 6 p.m. and tickets can be purchased at the gate for $6 or in advance at the activities office for $5. We are expecting a great game and a great halftime performance by our cheerleaders. Last week, Speech and Debate hosted our speech night where we showcased the work of the students that are competing at the state tournament this year. Congratulations to the following: Xavier Betancourt, Kate Williams, Izzy and Z Castellanos, Esther Flukas, Ishmi Carr, Prabjo Carr, and Ben Burdick. They attended the state tournament held over the past weekend in Culver City. Congratulations to Kate Williams for placing 7th in the whole state for dramatic interpretation. The children's theater class will be performing the play Library Adventures for Jolene Elementary on Friday. With over 61 newcomers being a part of the production, we are excited to bring their hard work to life on stage. The Thespians will be holding their banquet on May 14th in the PA building, where they will recognize the work of the drama department with awards and an end-of-the-year video. We will be celebrating Decision Day for our seniors this Friday, May 9th, with all kinds of senior activities and celebrations, including a new tradition we're starting where seniors get to sign the T and give honorary diplomas to faculty and staff who have impacted their time at THS. The newly reinstated Turlock High School chapter members and advisor attended the 78th Annual California FCCLA State Leadership Conference held on April 26th to April 29th in Riverside, California. Nestor Robles Ruiz earned 2nd place in the state in an event called Chapter in Review Portfolio. This qualified the chapter to compete at the national level. Harley Marks and Cameron Walton also secured a top spot, earning 3rd place in Repurpose and Redesign. Samaj Moore and Christina Bento earned bronze in the Leadership and Culinary Arts events. FCCLA members and advisors are gearing up to attend the 2025 FCCLA National Leadership Conference, which will be held from July 5th to the 9th in Orlando, Florida. Last Thursday, 52 students from the ELD Newcomer Academy went to Monterey on a study trip. They visited the Monterey Bay Aquarium and did a walking tour of the historic district. It was the first time that many of these students had seen the Pacific Ocean, and they were very grateful for this experience. The THS thrift store was given a very generous donation of prom dresses from Roseland High School. This donation was able to provide formal wear for over 40 THS students. This month, we also exceeded $5,000 in Bulldog Buck sales since our opening. We will be closing the thrift store on May 23rd, but we will maintain a rack of dress clothes in case a senior needs some graduation clothes. Turlock High NJROTC academic team participated in the NJROTC Brain Brawl Championship this past weekend in San Diego. They placed 16th in the nation out of over 500 schools. Congratulations to the following who competed: John Barbagallo, Scarlett Hansen, Carlos Quiroz, Edward Zapata, and Scarlett Catalan Diaz. THS Fast Club visited Julian Elementary on Monday, May 5th to give presentations to 6th grade classrooms on the dangers of vaping and the manipulative advertising tactics of tobacco and vaping product companies. The THS bands competed at their final festival this past Friday at Downey High School. Wind Ensemble earned a rating of Superior, while Symphonic and Concert bands both received a rating of Excellent. Save the date. Our spring concert is May 19th at 6:30 in the PA Theater. All levels of our baseball team won CCAL. Our varsity team will be traveling to Sacramento tomorrow for round 1 of playoffs. Congratulations to them. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here and represent Turlock High School.
Thank you, Ms. Vargas, for your report. Our next board meeting will be May 20th, back at the Career Development, or the Professional Development Center. Next on the agenda is the consent calendar. Are there any questions or comments about the consent calendar? from the board? From the public? If not, could I have a motion?
Move to accept the consent calendar as presented. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote. Ms. Carlson?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson? Ms. Amy?
Aye.
Ms. Martinez?
Aye.
Ms. Ramirez?
Aye.
Mr. Shields? Aye. And Board President votes aye, motion carries. Consent calendar is passed. Next is educational service, Ms. Solis, item 20.
Good evening, Board President Silva, Board members David, and Executive Cabinet. This evening, I'm bringing back the Fusion Charter renewal. Fusion presented the information item on the charter renewal on March 18th to the Board. The Board President will declare a public hearing to discuss the renewal of the charter Aspiranet between Aspiranet for the 712 Fusion Charter School and Turlock Unified School District for 5 years beginning July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2030.
At this time, we open up the public hearing. Are there any comments from the public? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Move on to item B, item 21. It's an action item, Ms. Solis.
TUSD has had a continuous partnership with Fusion. It is recommended the Board of Trustees approve the renewal of the Charter Operational Memorandum of Understanding between Aspiranet for the Fusion Charter and Turlock Unified School District for 5 years, beginning July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2030, effective July 1st of 2025.
Are there questions or comments on this item from the board, from the public? If not, if I can have a motion, please.
I move to accept the MOU as presented.
I second that motion.
Is it properly moved and seconded? Student preferential vote?
Aye.
Aye.
This is a roll call vote. Ms. Carlson?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Ms. Amy?
Aye.
Ms. Martinez?
Aye.
Ms. Ramirez?
Aye.
Mr. Shields? Aye. And Board President votes aye, motion carries. Next item, item C, item 22. Ms. Solis and Ms. Schwartz.
Good evening again. This evening, it's my pleasure, Robin Schwartz, the district's ELOP coordinator, also known as ELOP or ELOP. We will both be co-presenting an update about ELOP. Slide 2 states CDE's definition of ELOP. What I'd like to highlight about the definition is ELOP aims to supplement the regular school day by providing and offering engaging hands-on experiences that address academic, social and emotional, and physical needs that does not replicate the school day. Next slide.
Good evening. I'll be sharing about the ELOP numbers. As you can see, at most sites, there's an AM, PM, and after-school session of ELOP. The sites with an NA are sites that have extended day kindergarten, and so only an after-school session is offered. We currently have 953 students enrolled in ELOP. You may notice some lower numbers at 5 of the sites. These are the sites that offer the after-school education and safety, or the ACES program. For example, Brown has a total of 48 students in ELOP and 91 in ACES, for a total of 139 students at that site. There are 537 students enrolled in ACES, which makes a total of 1,491 students that are offered an after-school program in Turlock Unified.
Slide 4 highlights ELOP's requirements and program plan guide components. What I'd like to highlight is a few items from the requirements. 1, unduplicated students have priority enrollment. This is based on the district's rate of funding. 2, offer an access to TK through 6. 3, we must offer the program 180 instructional school days, plus 30 non-school days, which would be summer. And 4, operate a total of 9 hours, which includes the instructional school day hours. In regards to the program plan guide, CDE requires districts to have an ELOP program plan guide, that it's updated annually, and that the plan describes the program's activities. Our program guide can be found on our district webpage.
I'd like to highlight a few of our successes for this year. First of all, we provide a safe environment for our students. We have fenced-school sites and 1 gate point of entry. Parents and guardians are required to show identification to sign their children out. All staff members are CPR and first aid trained. A safe and supportive program has the ability for students to build upon their peer-to-peer relationships and enhance their social skills. In ELOP, students come from various classrooms, backgrounds, and different ages, which help build a network of positive relationships and feelings of safety. The second is quality improvement. We are continually assessing the program. I go on site visits, sometimes by myself and sometimes with City of Turlock employees. Being on site is the best way to evaluate how our program is operating. We use an after-school program observation checklist, which is intended to be used as a tool to ensure that all sites are abiding by expectations. Site administrators, some are out there, have been amazing at stepping in and giving me feedback when needed. Last one is professional development. We've been able to offer 3 days of professional development for our staff, and in each of those day meetings that we've had, or Saturday meetings, we've had 80 to 100 people attending. The first one was before school started. It was basically a back-to-school reminder session, and we had guest speakers from the Child Nutrition Department, SPED, and SCOE. The second and third days were in October and April. These days had more specific topics geared towards what I call classroom management, or ELOP management. We had staff share what was going on and what was going well and what needed improvement with their sites. In small groups, they worked on discussing scenarios and solving problems. We discussed the importance of building relationships with students, creating a quiet signal, managing transitions, and implementing a positive behavior management system. I'm a teacher at heart, I'll always be a teacher at heart, and I feel like I have a pretty good sized tool belt of tools to help with management. Our staff have tool belts, but their tool belts don't have very many tools, and the tools they have might not be used appropriately. So I feel like it's my job to support them gaining tools and learning how to use those tools with our students. The county also provides professional development opportunities that staff may attend. You can see our internal and community, oh, I missed the pictures. No, I didn't, that one, it's backwards, okay. I want to highlight our internal and community partners. Highlight, as I can't say enough, about our internal TUSD community partners that are listed there. And HR and Speed Dial, I think their numbers were the numbers I've learned the fastest, Special Ed was number 2 after them. They've been great. We have an MOU with the City of Turlock. The city provides staffing, supplies, materials, and the activities for our program. And our community partner is Turlock Sports Program, and there I will share a few pictures from their contributions. If you look at the first picture, that's a picture of a daily schedule. All sites are required to provide a daily schedule for both students and parents. And just a quick story, a parent came in for something else, and we were talking about the schedule, and she's a divorced parent. She said, but I always take a picture of that schedule to show my ex-husband so he knows what our son is doing in the program. I thought that was pretty awesome. The daily schedule does include homework and reading time. There are opportunities for art. The bottom picture, I'm sorry, Scott's not here, that's his granddaughter, Dylan, who's the cutest little thing ever. I love visiting sites and seeing their little smiling faces. And Turlock Sports Program, the pictures you see there are basketball and frisbee. I saw flag football today with kindergartners. I've seen t-ball. I've seen like a miniature golf, kind of a putting situation. And supposedly they were doing some lacrosse, which I haven't been able to see, but I hope to see. So they offer many opportunities for our kiddos. So next steps, exciting next steps moving forward. Starting this summer, we are pulling back from the city and from the city of Turlock, and TUSD will be implementing and operating a program. That will start this summer at the 3 sites you can see listed on your screen, Jolene, Maderos, and Wakefield. We're already starting to plan and think about hiring for the fall. We will operate in all 9 elementary schools and Dutcher Middle School for our 6th graders. We will continue to support students' needs. We plan to provide professional development on a monthly basis. I'm working on creating a staff and parent handbook, and we will explore and incorporate community partners and study trips. Can we be like Turlock High School and start talking?
Are there any questions we can answer?
Any questions from the board? Ms. Ramirez?
I see in the numbers that you have AM. Is it before school? Is that what that is?
It's kind of tricky. So we have AM, ELOC, those are for the PM kindergartners. So kids may not, if they're good afternoon PM school, they'll go to AM. Then there's PM and there's after school, so it's actually 3 sessions. Some may go to both.
So it's not before school actually starts?
Correct. The program that operates that is a play program through the recreation department.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
You stated that you are creating a staff and parent handbook. Do you know when that will be completed? And second question, how are we integrating parents in partnership?
Our goal is that we would have the parent handbook for the start of the 2025 school year. We want to get feedback from our departments as well as human resources and cabinet, but our goal is before the start of the first day. And then we want to communicate that, maybe it's road shows at our school sites, communicating that information to parents. And number 2, Debbie, I would answer that. I know I'd like to have Robin answer if she had anything additional, but daily we are engaging and developing those partnerships with parents, because on a daily basis, they're picking up their children. So we see parents daily at the school sites.
Any other questions from the board? From the public? Ms. Schwartz, Ms. Solis, thank you very much for the information items. Very good, very helpful. Next item, item 23, Mr. Urano.
Thank you, President Silva. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for hanging in there in the late evening. A lot of activities taking place today. Following suit with represented employees, it's recommended the Board of Trustees approve a one-time off-schedule compensation payment equal to 1.5% for classified and certificated management to be paid no earlier than May 30th, 2025. The compensation rates for said salary schedule shall remain status quo for the 24-25 fiscal year. And I must add that our certificated and classified management are certainly deserving. So I hope the board supports that recommendation.
Are there any questions or comments from the board, from the public? If not, if I can have a motion.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve this item. So roll call vote. Ms. Carlson?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Ms. Amy?
Aye.
Ms. Martinez?
Aye.
Ms. Ramirez?
Aye.
Mr. Shields?
Aye.
And Board President votes aye. Thank you very much, Mr. Urano.
Thank you.
Next item, item 24. Mr. Superintendent Laddick.
Thank you, President Silva, members of the board. It is my pleasure to recommend these next 5 items. New administrators to the Board of Trustees for approval to join the TUSD family. First up with item 24, it is my pleasure to recommend Ms. Maria Vigil, Principal, Wakefield Elementary School, effective July 1, 2025. Ms. Vigil joins TUSD from California Avenue Elementary School, Riverbank Academy of Multilingual Education, where she taught for 4 years, served 1 year as a learning intervention teacher, and most recently an assistant principal for the past 3 years. Ms. Hill holds a Master of Arts in Education with a focus in curriculum instruction and a specialization in reading. She also holds a doctorate in education from the University of the Pacific, and she is present here this evening.
Any questions or comments from the board? From the public? Could I have a motion, please?
I move to accept the candidate for principal at Wakefield Elementary.
I second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, nay. Board President votes aye. Motion carries. Congratulations. One more time, take a stand here. Take a bow. Thank you. Welcome to Turlock Unified School District. Next item, item 25, Superintendent Lottie.
All right, once again, it's my pleasure to recommend Ms. Erica Ramos, Principal, Osborne Two-Way Immersion Academy, effective July 1, 2025. Ms. Ramos began teaching in 2001 at the elementary level in the Riverbank Unified School District. In 2004, she began a teaching position in a dual immersion class and continued to teach dual immersion until 2018, when she became an instructional coach. From 2019 to 2022, Ms. Ramos served as an assistant principal at California Avenue Elementary School, and most recently has led the same school as the principal. She holds a Master of Arts in Education with a focus on school administration, and also holds a doctorate in education.
Are there any questions from the board? From the public? Could I have a motion, please?
I move to accept Ms. Ramos as principal for Wakefield.
I second that motion.
It's been properly moved and seconded. If this is a voice vote, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Board President votes aye. Motion carries. Welcome to TUSD.
Man, that pastor's gonna be pretty mad at us, but. Man.
Yeah, I avoided that superintendent in today's lunch.
Next item, item 26, Superintendent Lottie.
All right, thank you. It's my pleasure to recommend Ms. Shelley Hesse, Assistant Principal of Curriculum Instruction at Turlock High School, effective July 1, 2025. Ms. Hesse began her career in education teaching English in Escalon Unified School District in 2008. She then moved to Minnesota City Schools as an ELD teacher in 2021, and then later moved to the Office of Curriculum Instruction and Professional Development, where she's been working as an ELD instructional coach since 2022. She also has experience as an adjunct instructor at Minnesota Junior College, where she taught English, and is currently an instructor at Teachers College of San Joaquin in their pre-service and impact programs. Ms. Hesse holds a master's degree in English, rhetoric, and the teaching of writing.
Are there any questions from the board? From the public? Could I have a motion?
I'll move to accept the recommendation.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Board President votes aye. Motion carries. Welcome to TUSD. Next, item 27, Superintendent Lottie.
Okay, we're going to recommend Faiz Suleiman, Dean of Students, Pittman High School, effective July 1, 2025. Mr. Suleiman taught at Roosevelt Junior High School from 2018 to 2022 until he became Student Services Administrator for Tonks County High School. In this role, he is responsible for student services programs at the site level, including academic, social, emotional, and college career counseling. He is also responsible for implementing restorative practices and providing appropriate interventions to improve student achievement, behavior, and attendance. He also serves as an adjunct instructor for CSU Stanislaus. Mr. Suleiman holds a Master of Arts in Counselor Education from CSU Stanislaus and is a graduate of Pittman High School, where he's heading back. And he's wearing a green tie this evening.
Are there any questions from the board? From the public? Could I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion to accept the appointment for Ms. Dean.
I'll second.
Been properly moved and seconded. It's a voice vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Board President votes aye. Motion carries. Stand up and take a bow. Welcome to TUSD. Next item, item 28, Superintendent Laddick.
Melissa Dirksen, Dean of Students, Turlock High School, effective July 1, 2025. Ms. Dirksen started her career in education in 2011 as a K-14 academic preparation specialist 2 for the Center for Educational Partnerships at UC Merced. She then served as college and career counselor for Orastema High School and Yolo Middle School until she became the learning director at Orastema High School in the Newman Coast Landing School District in 2016. In 2021, she served as assistant principal of counseling at Livingston High School and is now a 504 coordinator for Merced Union High School District. She has held a variety of positions in which she was responsible for providing academic, career, and social-emotional counseling, student discipline, credit recovery, multi-tier systems of support, and special education leadership. Ms. Dirksen holds a Master of Arts in Counselor Education from CSU Stanislaus.
Are there any questions from the board? From the public? Could I have a motion, please?
I'll move to accept the recommendation.
I second that.
Properly moved and seconded. This is a voice vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Board President votes aye. Motion carries. Welcome to TUSD. Next item, item 29 is the information item. Mr. Gordon.
Yeah, thank you, President Silva, members of the board, Dave, and fellow cabinet members. Tonight, I'm bringing an information item to update the Director of Maintenance and Operations job description. When we hired Leslie Swisher as a facilities planner, safety coordinator, we updated her job description to include taking on much more of the construction and capital improvements in the district. So we are taking this opportunity with Scott Richardson's retirement and pending replacement to update his job description to align it better in our department with the facilities planner and safety coordinator. So the only main difference really is removing a lot of the new construction and capital improvements from this job description and having it be more of a support role for our facilities planner. So can I answer any questions? If it pleases the board, if I answer any questions, then we would like to bring this back on consent next meeting.
Are there any questions from the board? From the public? Mr. Gordon, thank you very much for the information.
Thank you.
At this time, since it's after 9 o'clock and it's a school night, I'd like to release all the administrators. If they would like, you're welcome to stay if you want to leave you. And the students. Students especially. Next on the agenda, our board reports.
I enjoyed being at the county school board dinner with y'all. That's my report.
I will echo that, as well as I encourage everyone, if you've not seen one of our student performances, the next 2 weeks are packed. So please check, and if you haven't gone to see one, please go. And good luck to all our athletes who are moving on, and good luck to our kids who are taking those AP tests. Thanks.
The dinner as well is fun to get all together with other board members from across, I guess, the whole county, right? I started and I may see different things already, and I went to all but the choir and the orchestra was playing. It was wonderful, and they recognized all the sixth graders for their performances. And it was a short month for me. I attended the scholar and staff recognition over at Pittman. I enjoyed handing out the rewards to the scholars and staff. I also attended dinner for the superintendents and the school board members, and that was really interesting and fun. And then I also attended Cinco de Mayo, first time downtown Turlock this weekend, where I got a recognition for being on the board. So that concludes my board report. Thank you.
Ditto for everything over here. I'm so sorry. Kudos, ditto. Okay. Something I did want to say for the recognition dinner, the
Stanislaus Sheriff Department had a sobering, eye-opening presentation about human trafficking. One thing I didn't realize is that Xbox has a communication. I never even thought of this. You know how you use the Xbox and the kids can play with other people? Well, predators go on that as well. I did not realize that. So parents really take control of those control items. It's pretty scary. That concludes.
Yeah, I still want to ditto line. I'm going to use the ditto line, but ditto to everybody else and everything that we have had going on this month. The only thing different, I love Turlock. We were able to do some painting of 4 square lines at Brown Elementary. And if they are not straight, it's not my fault, I promise. It was a little bit rainy, so that tape did not stick to the blacktop. But it was really fun, and it turned out to be a great event. There was over, I think, 700 volunteers for Love Turlock. So it was really, really cool. It was good to be able to go back to one of our school sites and do actually something with my hands and help out maybe just a little bit, if maybe not just create more of a mess. But yeah, that was my report.
Scholar and staff recognition was great. The awards annual school board's dinner, especially the trafficking part, was really an eye-opener. And our ACSA awards dinner in our district, we had Letters to Santa Board recognized, and Mandy Carenza also recognized for her work. Superintendent Vladik already mentioned about our Teachers of the Year. We have graduation and promotions coming up, got a strong run. Also, about the state champion fruit tree team, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you drive through the valley, every tree that you see had to be selected. And there's something that you need to look for. And even as a casual fruit tree planter in your yard, when next time you go to a nursery, see if you can figure out what's the best thing to look for. And then on a personal note, I had a granddaughter was married, and another granddaughter that called me and said she's expecting a little, so there's another great grandchild that I'm excited for. And with that, have a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn. Second.
It's been properly moved to adjourn. Motion, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed nay. Board President votes aye. Motion adjourned.